Yeah, every day I do this, never feel loose. And when I get up in the game, y'all be improved. A real problem, but I solve them all facts proof. And if you think I'm gon' fold, then you talking fool. Yeah, y'all wanna win, let me spin, boy. All dunks aside, I'm super fly like I'm hanging off the rim, boy. I've been winning for my kinfolk, and I put on for my city from the intro. Let's go.
I put that time in. My pride is out the roof, I get that grind in. So I'ma tell the truth, I get my grind on. You know the pressure make all of these diamonds. I tell them get back, step back, fast track, big lap, big facts. I'm past that, yeah. I'm trying to get ahead, get out the way. Now move forward, stand back, now break away. I'm about to bring it on.
I ain't never backing down. Took a step up to the plate. For my city, for my town. I do whatever it takes. I'ma go and get this crown. Oh, I'ma go all of the round. I ain't never backing down. Took a step up to the plate. For my city, for my town. I do whatever it takes. I'ma go and get this crown. Oh, see the time, see the sights, see the sights, see the sights, yeah.
Hop out and I'm steaming, ride around and I'm dreaming. Once I get the feeling, nobody can stop me. Hit it, I'm on gold, fanning all you foes. Once I'm on a roll, I'm knocking out of the door. I got the range, if you wanna come and stand up to me, pull up on me now. If you wanna challenge, tell me, rookie, run up on me now. I'm on the road to the top and I'm not looking back. I'm on the road to the top and I'm not looking back.
I ain't never backing down. Took a step up to the plate. For my city, for my town. I do whatever it takes. I'ma go and get this crown. Oh, I'ma go all of the round.
And we are live. I think that's fine. Tone down the music in my headphones for a bit. Okay. I think we all good. May have a listen. Make sure things are alright. Okay. Mic's on. Music's fine. I think. Turn it down a bit. Yeah. I think that's fine. There we go. Center myself. Okay, we're good. We're good. Hey, Crimson. See you waiting. See you waiting in chat. Okay, I think everything's good. I think we're all good. We're all fine in... Okay. Alright. Yep. Systems. All systems go. In my talk. Is my camera alright though? That's what... I gotta check my camera. I think it's fine. Okay. Like that. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. I think that's about it. Okay, we're gonna get into some drawing. How y'all doing? Hopefully everyone's doing okay. Everyone's doing alright. Oh yeah. We get into some drawing. I've been killing it with how much I actually packed on for these episodes, like how much I planned out. Look at that, guys. Planned out a whole bunch of shiznit over here. I think, how much episodes is this? This is 1, 2. Right, 1, 2, 3, almost four episodes I planned already so far. So yeah, I planned up till episode 8-ish. So yeah, it's looking good. Just get back into... Yeah, I was working on that panel. All right. How's changed, Junior? How you doing? I'm doing good. Life's good. Works good. Chains Junior doing good. Okay, we just actually put him to sleep. He's by my in-laws right now. He's fast asleep from what when I last saw him. He was fast asleep. He's doing all good. He's getting taller. He's getting bigger. You betrayed me last week. I was waiting for the stream. Yeah, man. I was fucking busy, bro. I was so busy. I couldn't get to a stream. I was like, damn it. Okay, fine. I'll just leave it. I can't have to leave you guys hanging because yeah, I had priorities. But we're back at it again. I found some time to stream. I was going to, you know, continue the regular schedule of streaming on Sunday nights, but we're gonna be busy tomorrow, so I thought, okay, let me at least get a streaming tonight, because my kid ain't here. He's chilling with my in-laws, so he's fast asleep over there. They're taking care of him, so I thought, okay, I'm gonna have a night to myself. Let me stream, man. Let me get into streaming. Yeah. I've been busy helping out my wife a whole day, basically. Well, not a whole day, but for most of the day. And then I worked on some content for my socials. And what else did I do? I worked on the script for the next video I plan to do on the channel. I was working on a script because it's like the next video I plan to do on stream is gonna be on Obsidian Red. Those of you who don't know what Obsidian Red is, it's the company. Hold on, let me just turn the music. I can forget, like, my headphones. I have like a little widget that I can turn the music down on. So I don't actually have to turn it down on my PC. I can just literally turn it down on my headset. So Obsidian Red basically is the next video I'm doing. It's on Obsidian Red. For those of you who don't know who Obsidian Red is, they were a startup streaming service which promised a couple of youth like Webtoon creators animations, you know, like animated adaptations of the series, and they didn't follow through. I don't know what's happened to them so far. I've done some research. I've looked at when exactly their site went down, because their site doesn't work anymore, and I went back on the Wayback Machine to see exactly when it stopped, and it looks like it stopped just before 2025, around about, I think, just before end of the year. Like they just stopped and took down the site. So if you use the Wayback Machine, you can still access their site. But yeah, it's down, and I mean, their Instagram is still up. Yeah, but every other social that they had is completely dead. The only thing that's up is the Instagram, which, by the way, I just want to have a look. See here. I just want to actually see how they're doing. Did I take down? They didn't take down any. You see, the thing is, on the Instagram itself, they didn't take down any of their posts. Which, if they were planning on like completely destroying everything, the Instagram even has the website link on it. So they have completely taken down like what they were working on here. They were working on something. I see them working on. What's interesting? I really wanna hit up these creators and ask them, like, how exactly the experience was with Obsidian Red. In the contracts and stuff like that, as much as they can disclose. I actually want to have a look at what exactly their animations are so bad, man. The company has no idea of the missile hitting their way. I wouldn't say it's that much of a missile, but it is. The music is still a bit overpowering. Oh, let me turn it down a bit. How's that? Or maybe I'm talking maybe a bit too soft. Maybe that's what it is. I turned it down just a little bit. I think that should be fine. Yeah, I don't know. But like the guy who worked on, I don't know who this one guy is animating for them, but he is definitely yeah, he's definitely a student from somewhere. Like he are you doing it on purpose to flex that widget? Flex the widget? Probably that's what it is. Now the widget, I don't think the widget controls your guys' volume. It only controls the volume on my side. So you should, oh shit, I completely killed the music there. My bad. I just slapped one of the buttons. Okay. There we go. Okay. Excuses? Bro. Doing the best I can here, man. Yeah, so I mean, it's pretty interesting that they haven't taken down their socials yet, which is another. It makes me feel like they might come back, you know, with something. But I'm not giving. I'm not. I'd say 50. It's not. I wouldn't say 50. It's like I would give it a 20% chance that they come back. 20% chance. I think they would come back. It's very low odds. Because like the way they just killed everything, like they haven't contacted the creators at all. At least they haven't contacted me. And yeah, so I don't know. From the looks of it, I was one of the first creators they started like animating for, so if they haven't contacted me, then you know, I don't know what's happening over there. But yeah, hopefully when I make the video, what if they're making a 11 out of 10 animation for a BAM and drop a diss on I mean, yeah, man, I'm all for being surprised. I don't really mind. I tell you what, if they drop a bomb ass animation, if they drop something that's just fucking like, just chef's kiss, like amazing, out of this fucking world, like really good, I will definitely like make a like secondary video. Like maybe I would basically eat my words, just apologize to them. Like I'll just be like, but I feel like I don't need to make the apology video because it is kind of unreasonable what they basically did so far. Like this, they haven't communicated with the artists or anything, so I don't think I would make an apology video, but I will definitely make a video of me eating my words. Like, damn, you guys did actually a good job. Like, I'll really like, you know, and I'll promote that shit. But if they, I mean, yeah, I don't mind taking back some words. Like if they actually like pull through on this, you know, I don't mind eating that shit. You know what I mean? All for the betterment of like the project and the works of the artist, man. I don't give a shit. But like if it's just like, if I'm correct you know, and I feel like I am. So I mean, it's yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good, guys. I don't know. Because like I can understand like them taking. I can understand a company taking a step back to kind of like rebuild and kind of figure out where exactly they started from and how to move further on. Like I can kind of get that, but they just they completely shut down. Like there is no like, oh, we're just taking a chill break before we actually, you know, do something. Like no, they're actually completely shut down. Like that's crazy. Like if it were me in this situation where like I'm making this company or whatever, like first of all, I wouldn't have signed like 1 million artists to like the streaming service. I wouldn't have done that. Like I would never have done that. Like that's just insane. Like out the gate, just like signing like 50 to 100 artists. Like no, like that's dumb. Like I wouldn't have done that. Like what I would have done is find like maybe 1 or 2 artists who are really good, or whose stories are really good. They don't have to have really good art, but just the story has to resonate with me, and I'm like, oh damn, I can actually do something with this. We can build on this. We can make something really cool with this. Okay. I would take like 1 or 2 of those artists and then just work with them. Get a solid piece of work out at least, because you don't have to have the full work done before you release like a trailer or anything. Just release something to show people that you have something, right? Release a trailer, something like this, right? Like actually presenting the product that you're willing to sell right now, or that you're going to sell, and make it fucking epic, like amazing shit, and show people like this is the thing that's about to come, hype people up about it. And then, you know, you put out a reasonable date for when this will be released, the plans and the work, the behind the scenes stuff, like what's going on. Like you slowly build up to it. You don't immediately, you know, just hop on all this, like all these type of artists and trying to get all this work done. You're never gonna finish work like that. That's crazy, right? That's not the way to do it. Like you would first show people that you have a product to sell, and at the same time, obviously it's gonna be a streaming platform, so you're gonna have to build on that. You can have show people, like once you have that trailer, you have a product. That's basically it. Like you need to have some smidge of like something to show people, and they don't have that. They never have that. They never had that. You know what I mean? They have stuff to show on the socials, but it's not the product. It's not the finished product. It's not what I'm expecting. I'm expecting A-class, like magnificent shit. I'm expecting, you know, some really good shit. You know what I mean? Like they sold it to me saying that they would get the people who did Invincible for one of my comics, right? Now, if you're telling me that, I'm expecting some Invincible level shit, right? I'm not expecting, you know, a little kid's project, you know. I'm not expecting, like, this college kid that you had trapped in your basement animating for you. Like, that's not what I'm expecting. I'm expecting some really A-class level shit, you know what I mean? And, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm expecting. You sold it to me that way. That's what I'm expecting you're gonna put out for me, right? And I've mentioned to them that I am an animator. I'm a professional animator. If you're gonna get some guy to do it whose animation work is not really better than mine to do my stuff, like I would do it myself. Invincible. You got blue ball on, you know. It's like I'm expecting some crazy shit, and like what they gave me was like, well, what is this? Like what even is this, man? What do I do with this? I can't show people this. I can't. No digs at the animator. Clearly, he's still kind of finding his feet. He's not really as experienced, and he's just doing his job, right? I'm not even taking digs on the animator. Like, he's doing his thing. He's doing what he gets paid for, right? Which, by the way, I don't know how much they paid him, but definitely they underpaid him. Definitely. That's what I expect an underpaid artist to produce, you know what I mean? To cut corners and do all types of crazy shit like that, you know? But yeah, you know, it's just crazy. That's just crazy. The stuff he produced, like, it took him a year. It took him 2 years. It took him way longer than I would have. I would have taken me, if you gave me a year, paid me, and said, make an animation for me, you best believe I'm gonna put some hard ass fucking work into my shit, man. You best believe you might get some invincible level shit if you give me a year and tell me, and you're paying me a fat chunk of cash and telling me this is what I'm expecting from you. You best believe you're gonna get something crazy, okay? But no, they gave me student college level stuff, you know what I mean? I'm just kind of fucking up the strand of hair. I mean, like, when I do the video, you'll see. I'm gonna compare a video that I did, an animation that I did, with 3 months worth of prep, right? Yeah, I basically did it in 3 months. I had 3 months to do it in, right? For a contest. No polish, but the animations is pretty good. But no polish. I put that animation together in Blender, right, with some basic ass shit. And I'm gonna compare that, what I did, which is barely complete, to something that they did, which they said is complete. And we're gonna see who stacks up against who here, right? 3 months, barely fucking finished that animation, and I grilled them. Like, they cooked. Like, they cooked after that animation. Like, there's no way that animation's beating my animation. No fucking way. I completely, it's on another level. Like, it's like my animations over here, they kind of like maybe about here-ish. Now they had some good stuff. Maybe like about, yeah, around about there. You know what I mean? If my animation was 8 out of 10, these were like maybe a 4, maybe solid 4, right? I'm already hyped to see what you gave me. What they gave you in a year, man. I'm pretty sure I showed it on stream. It's like absolute garbage, bro. It's like, man, absolute garbage. Garbo. If they told me like this is just a rough, no, I'm pretty sure I showed it on stream. I didn't go completely through it, but I showed it on stream. I did show it on stream. It's been so long. Yeah, I couldn't even tell you which stream it was on because it was so long ago. Like, you wouldn't find it. I must have, yeah, you probably missed it. That's fine. But yeah, I showed everyone, like, basically, and we had a good laugh about it because, yeah, it's just fucking ridiculous. And here's the thing. It's not even that. It's like, I get if someone, if they had nothing to go on and they gave me that work and they said, look, you didn't give me any character sheets, you didn't give me You didn't give me nothing. You didn't give me a storyboard. You didn't give me this. You didn't give me that. I had what I had to work off, which is your comic. I tried to stay true to it. And at that time, your webcomic work was shit, right? So I had to work with shit. So I did this animation. It looked shit because I had to copy your shit. So that's why it looks like this. If someone told me that, I can understand. I can understand. But here's the fucking thing, okay? I revamped the characters. I gave them full turnarounds of character sheets of all my characters, right? And it was like the new and improved style as you're seeing now on screen. Maybe just a little bit downgraded, but very similar to what you're seeing on screen. I gave them this, right? I gave them a script. I gave them direction. I gave them every fucking thing they needed to make the animation. Alright? And then the animation comes and it's like, bro, you didn't follow anything I gave you. I gave you the blueprint. Why didn't you follow the blueprint? I gave you the blueprint. I showed you exactly what's going on. And you still fucked it up. I don't know how you did that. I don't know how you did that. Like, how did you do that, bro? Like, how did you do that? Like, I gave you full turnarounds of their faces and everything. Like, I don't know. But this, like, with all the alternative costumes and everything, how did you, how? Like, I don't understand. Like, how you did that shit. I don't understand. How did you fuck that up? All you had to do was copy literally what I did and make it move. That's what you had to do. Like, you just had to copy what I did, make it move. Like, bro. I even gave him instructions of what I wanted, and they clearly didn't follow the instructions. So, what do I do with that? Like, what do I do with that? I offered them my services. I told them, you can pay me, right? I will manage the team. I will manage them because I've managed teams before. I know how to manage an animation team, or animators, so to say. I know how to kind of, like, I've managed projects before. I can kind of do it. So just let me do it, and I can give them direction, and they will be working directly with the creator, which means I can, like, add a little bit something here, there. I can give them direct, like, come on. Like, I could have fucking done something there. And, like, if they fucked up, I could have told them, hey, guys, this is, like, absolute trash. Can we just throw in something else here? You know what I mean? I could have even, like, sketched up a few things, even help them. But no, they just didn't want me to help. I don't know. I would have worked for cheap. I work for cheap. I'm in South Africa. I'm pretty sure if you pay me a quarter of what you would pay someone in America, it would still fucking be enough for, like, it will be like a 3-month salary for me. Like, it will be crazy. So, like, I work for cheap over here. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't even have to pay me that much, and it would still be enough for me, and I'd fucking kill that shit. But yeah, I don't know. Instead, they decided to lock some college kid in the basement and just whip him up, you know, until he animated for them. I don't know. Anyway, that video is gonna come soon. I'm almost done with hopefully I can finish the script tomorrow. Maybe, I don't think I can. But as soon as the script's done, all I have to do is record the video. And I don't, you know, and I also have to check some things out. I don't think I can display the actual DMs like that I had with him. I don't think I can do that because that's kind of like an invasion of privacy in a way. So in terms of Instagram's terms of service, I'll be violating that, so I can't do that. So I'll have to kind of, you guys will just have to basically take my words for it. I have the receipts though, it's just I can't show it because it will violate the terms of service. So I can't really do that to the public. Can't public show that. So yeah, I'll just have to summarize certain aspects of what happened, and I'll just have to, you just have to take word of mouth for that. And I don't think I can even show the emails they sent me. Can't show the contract obviously, but I can like put words, I can kind of just word it out, say exactly what happened, and yeah, that's kind of what it is. And I mean, they can always try and check me if I was lying, because I mean I have all the receipts anyway, so it is what it is. But it's not like I'm going up or like, it's not like it's like a complete legal battle. Yeah, it's just like I'm saying what they did. I'm basically saying my time, or what like happened during the time I spent like helping them out, what they did for me and stuff like this. It's just that basically. So I mean, it ain't even that serious, but yeah, I'm trying to avoid a lot of legal shit. Is basically because they could come out and say nah, like they could like literally like maybe they could like what you call it, they could sue me for slander or something. Is that what it's, yeah, they could do something like that, like something like this. DMCA. Nah, the DMCA thing, there was nothing about it really in my contract. If, to be honest with you, the contract protects me more than it protects them. Protects my rights more than theirs, actually. But I obviously don't know Texas law, so I'll have to look into Texas law because the contract is legally binded under Texas law. So I have to look into Texas law and see exactly what can happen there. But I mean, yeah. But as for the animations they sent me, right? They said I can share it with my friends and family. So when they say you can share it with your friends or family, you know what I mean? You can take that in many possible ways. Either you share the video they sent you, or you can share your experience with the video to your friends and family, right? So the video I can go like ham on, like I can literally criticize the shit out of the video and they can't do anything about it because that's just my opinion, right? They can't really say anything about that. But in terms of working relations with them, I don't think I can go that deep. But my working relation with them was pretty fine. It's just a matter of, the only problem I have was they just didn't do what they said they were gonna do. Like that's the only issue I have with them. It's just like, you didn't fall through on your promise here, from what I'm seeing, right? As of right now, you're not, right? So yeah, that's the only issue I have, really. It's more so, you know, what I'm owed and what you said you're gonna do. So like that's all it is. But they did say, remembering now, they did say like that if they actually did kind of say something like, if it does fall through, like I won't be losing anything, which is true. I still get to keep my copyright stuff. I get to keep all my works and everything. So if they go down under, like I'm still on top of the ship, you know what I mean? Like, so it's still fine for me, you know what I mean? So if anything happens to them, like I'm still all good. Like there's no problem over here for me, you know. But I'm still gonna talk about that shit, and I still want to hit up the other creators and ask them, how their experience was with Obsidian Raid, obviously, because that is content, and it's content people want to see and people want to know about. You know what I mean? Especially the creators who were contacted by them. They kind of, I'm pretty sure, they also want to know exactly what's happened. Like what happened, like why they just disappear, stuff like that. And maybe like one of the creators actually has some info on what exactly happened, which is also another aspect of it. Like maybe I don't have all the information, maybe someone actually knows something that I don't. Like what if I'm talking all this shit and like maybe like it was like a tragedy that happened, maybe one of the guys actually like passed away or some shit, right? God forbid, but like it could even be something like that, and I'm talking all the shit, you know what I mean? But then again, I'm not shitting on the individuals personally. I'm just shitting on the work that was produced. You know what I mean? And I'm shitting on the company model, basically. So I'm not really shitting on them as individuals. They're really cool guys. Like when I chatted with them, they're really cool. They were ambitious. They had, they had momentum. They had something going, and I really like them. But if you work shit, I'm gonna say you work shit. Like that's straight up. Like I ain't gonna beat it out of bush. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And thinking back on it now, I should have told them like how exactly, like I was giving them too much chances. I think that's what it is. Like I had hopes for them, so I was just like, let it slide. Like when they showed me the first video, I was like, maybe this is not the completed video. I gave them the benefit of the doubt. I was like, this is not the completed video. Maybe this is just something they're gonna send to the studio when they actually have to do it and stuff like that. And so, just kind of giving them the benefit of the doubt. I'm still kind of giving them the benefit of the doubt in terms of they could actually just be taking a hiatus. Like I said, it could be a tragedy, some sort of tragedy that's happened to them. They're taking a break. But I still gotta ask the questions. I gotta know what's happening, man. Like if you're planning to this is for anyone who's doing a startup or trying to start a new company or start like running your own business, basically. Like this is for any of you guys doing that shit. Like if you have people who are who we have basically contacted and are signed under you, isn't it fair just to let them know what's happening? Like I feel like that's just fair. Like they're working under you, even though we weren't really working under them, but we were producing stuff for them. Like I said, I did all the character sheets, did all the scripts, did all the, like I didn't have to do that, but I did that to make it easier for them. I produced those stuff, make it easy on the studio, because as an animator I know how things go. So I knew like if I do this prep work for them, it's gonna make things go a whole lot smoother on their side. So I did all that, and yeah, so like when you have people working under you, you want to let them know, like, hey, things aren't working out, we might have to shut things down. Like, come on, man, just let us know. Like, let us know you fucked up. Like, let us know something happened. Let us know there's a tragedy in the family. Just give us a heads up. That's all I'm saying. You gave us a heads up. we understand. We're not robots, right? I'd understand. Like, oh shit, oh something really bad happened. Oh damn. That's crazy. Okay, well, you know, wish you guys all the best. And I would have moved on with my merry way. You know, instead you let us wait all this time. And then, you know what made it shady is like, not shady, but like what made it kind of like, what would be the word here? Like, made it seem a bit like weird is that they would only answer me if I questioned them on something, like if I pressed them on something. So like when they didn't speak to me for like a whole year, and I was wondering where is, like, you haven't shown anything, haven't, you know, hit me up, let me know how things are going. Let me check up on you, because you haven't checked up on me. You haven't actually come to me telling, like, giving me updates or anything. I don't know what's going on, right? So I have to come to you now and ask you what's going on, because you haven't actually followed up in any way, shape or form. So now I have to come to you and ask you what's going on. So like and then when I finally get to you, then you're like, you basically like, oh yeah, we're working on it. Yeah, it's almost done. We just throw something together. Okay, here you go, James. Like, when you do stuff like that, it makes me think that things aren't going well. Like, but if you like, you know, you updated me like, hey James, look, we haven't really started on new stuff yet. We might get to it sometime this week. Like, so just a lot's come up. There's a few other things we still have to take care of. Like, when you hit me up like that, I'll understand. I'll be like, hey, I get it. I get it. But you took the time to update me and let me know how things are going. Like, that's totally fine. That's fine. Like, I don't mind that shit. But yeah, just keeping everyone else in the dark. It's just more so, like, you see, I can handle this because I'm a big boy. I'm a big boy. I handle my big boy stuff, right? And I've been in the industry for quite some time, so I get it. Like, I get it. Especially if it's a startup company, I get it. But the other creators don't know that shit. Like, they kind of, these young kids who have the hopes of having an animation, having an anime of their series. Can just think about that. Like, these young kids are like, holy shit, I'm gonna have an anime series. Like, they just like full of hope and like, oh my god, like, I can't believe it's finally come. The day has come. Like, I'm gonna get my animation. I'm gonna get my, like, you know what I mean? Like, put yourself in their shoes. Like, how are they feeling when you don't contact them for a few months, a few years, a couple years? Like, it just keeps going. Like what is their mental state like in that moment? Are they still having hopes? Are their dreams crushed? Have they given up? Like how much have you affected them in this way? You don't really ask this question, but until you're in that position, you start thinking about it like that way. You gain nothing or lose nothing from making that video, and they haven't taken any money from anyone, so why push them under the bus? So why push them? No, it's not about pushing them under the bus. You gain nothing and lose nothing from making that video. It's not about pushing them under the bus. It's about shedding light on what's happening. Like I said, these young creators, they don't know what the fuck's happening. But like I said, they have these hopes, they have these dreams. I'm getting an animation. Like, no one's telling them shit. These guys, like, I'm trying to help them out. I'm also trying to help the creators here, because they don't know what's going on. I've actually had more contact with Obsidian Red than any of them. I thought you just roast them too. I'm going to roast, don't worry, I'm going to roast their shit work. There's no way I'm not going to do that. But the main objective is to shed light on what exactly is happening back there, because no one knows. No one's told them anything. I barely know anything. I just know what I've known. So I'm trying to shed light on it for them. Like they don't know what's going on. And so like, you know what I mean? Like I'm thinking about these young creators that like are still waiting for the animation. Papa Chains is gonna come through and let them know. Sorry kid. Like it's not coming. You're not getting ice cream tonight. Is what I gotta lay it down easy on them. I gotta let them know. Like Papa ain't getting your ice cream tonight, okay? There's no ice cream coming tonight. I'm sorry. Okay? Sometimes you don't get the ice cream. Sometimes ice cream don't come, okay? Sometimes you gotta work on your own damn shit and get your own damn ice cream. Sometimes that's just what it has to be, okay? So stop waiting on people to bring you ice cream. Get your damn own ice cream. That's what I say, okay? Someone's got to tell them. Someone's got to shake them up and let them know the harsh reality of the world, man. Gotta let them know. Gotta let them know. Otherwise, you know. I have a gut feeling tells me you'll be the reason the company revives. I hope so. I really hope so. Like if I'm the reason, I don't really care. Like I don't mind. If they can get their shit together and like actually get a step in the right direction here, get things going for people, get people hyped up. Yeah, man. Even if they hate my guts and don't want to work with me anymore, at least, you know, at least they're helping these creators out, is what I'm saying. At least they're helping these creators out. Like, you don't have to worry about me. Papa's gonna get his bag. I'm gonna get what I need to get. You know what I mean? I don't need them. It's nice that they're offered, and it looks as a good opportunity, and I would enjoy it if they had like adapted my works into an animation, but I don't need them to do that. I can do it myself. I can pay someone else to do it for me. Like I don't need that. Like it's only a matter of time before I get my own animated works. It's only a matter of time. Like whether they do it, whether another studio does it, it's coming. Like I don't need them really, you know. But other creators might not get an opportunity like that to me, you know. And this might have been their only opportunity. So, you know, if it helps, it helps. Like I don't really give a shit. I'm here for the people. I'm here for the peeps. I'm the man of the peeps. And that's kind of why I wanted to do my own contest, where the prize would be like me actually animating something for the creators. Like putting something like that together would have been cool. Like and I say would have been, but it's going to happen eventually. Like I'm gonna put together a contest, and you know we're gonna legit make an animation. Like maybe it doesn't have to be a whole animated episode, you know what I mean? I'm not that rich, you know what I mean? We're not gonna do something like this. Like just an animated intro, like you getting your own animation team? Not right now. Someday I feel like I would. Yeah, I mean, why not, right? But I feel like I don't really need my own animation teams in terms of like actually getting my own animation team. Like I'm pretty sure if I did something like that for a contest, that a lot of people in the community would come together and would help me, you know, put that together for the people, you know what I mean? I feel like there are those creators out there who would actually help me with that. We get some sponsors going, we get some stuff going, you know, we actually put it together, you know what I mean? I'm at 1k subscribers right now. You know what I mean? Like eventually I'm gonna hit the 10k, I'm gonna hit the 100k. Like we're gonna go somewhere, guys. We're gonna do something with this channel. We're gonna do something, okay? We're not gonna just stay in the same spot. As the channel grows, the more opportunities we get, and we're gonna do something with it. You know what I mean? And we're all gonna have fun with it and have a good time. That's what this channel is about, okay? Basically enjoying the stories that we make and enjoying the animations from the stories that we're gonna make. It's just gonna be really cool stuff. All about webcomics and animation. And telling stories and shit like that. But yeah, I think when it comes to like an animation team, like obviously I'd ask the community who wants to hop on the project with me, and then we get things together, we get a crack a lacking. But I would actually love it if those creators also got paid to help me. You know what I mean? So I would definitely pay the people still. I don't think I would actually let them do it for free. Unless they really insist they want to do it for free and like they don't need me to charge them, then fine. I'm not gonna fight over that. You can do that if you want, but like if I can pay them, I'll pay them once I have the money. Like I definitely don't have the money now. I have a kid taking all my money, but like I said, as things grow, my channel, my socials, things like that, opportunities grow, things come, you know what I mean? So we'll get the chance eventually. But we start small. We start small, guys. We don't have to start at the top, you know what I mean? You start from the bottom and then you're there, you know what I mean? So we start small, you know, with little prizes, little like contests, and we build on it, right? So the first like contest that I probably put together won't be the biggest thing, probably be a very small prize pool that I put together, and then obviously like the final the winning entry will probably get like some cash, and then obviously their thing animated. So like the only problem is like is actually figuring out the genres for the like the contest theme, stuff like this type of thing, because it has to all culminate in the actual prize, right? It has to culminate to what exactly the prize is, if it's going to be animated, you know what I mean? So like let's say you do a short comic, like for the contest, like it's a short comic contest, I'm gonna have to animate your entry, right? That's gonna be a thing. But the thing is, I don't want it to be a really long animation, because maybe the short contest entry, like even if it's 40 panels, it can actually be a fucking long ass animation. 40 panels can equal to 3 minutes of animation, right? So I don't want anything crazy like that. But then again, you don't want to lower the panel, drop the panel amount, because then you're gonna get like very like the less panels you're gonna have, the less beats you're gonna have in your animation, and it could actually like not be good. So like that's kind of the balance that I'm looking for in like the entry that you're gonna obviously enter into the contest, and then obviously the prize itself, which is gonna be animated. So it's the balance you gotta look for there. I gotta find the sweet spot, and I gotta find what's gonna be best to animate as well. So it's a little bit yeah, like for instance, I could say like if I said like, oh, it's an action based entry, a fight scene, I doubt you can do much with 30 panels like within a fight scene, right? So like the fight's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be like 1 2 3 and done. So like that's what I don't want, because obviously a fight scene, you want at least a solid minute of like pure action, you know, at its finest. That's kind of what you want. So how do we do that? I don't know. I don't have the answer yet, right? You gotta figure that shit out. But the other option was your entry gets like an animated intro, because animated intros, you know, you can do a lot with that, and it's actually not that labor intensive to make an animated intro, I feel. At least in my experience of making animated intros. I haven't completed one yet, but in the process I realized that it's not actually that labor intensive, and you can go wild with animated intros. It's kind of like a music video. Like music video, you can add some crazy abstract shit, and it doesn't even have to be one artistic style. It can be multiple artistic styles, so like you can do some crazy shit with that, right? So that's why I think the best thing to do for terms of expression, for terms of labor intensity, is an animated intro for your prize. I feel like that's the best prize you can get, because you can get some really cool stuff. Also, it's gonna look really good on my resume. It's gonna look good on the animator's resumes, who's gonna help me in that project. Like, it's just gonna look really good. And then at the same time, the winner's getting something really awesome that they can keep with them. Not only keep with them, I will even upload it to my channel, you know, promote it and everything. We put it will be all over the internet where it lives forever, right? So you will have a piece of like something that you've done, basically flexing it on the internet everywhere, like, you know what I mean? So like, it'll be pretty cool. I think it'll be pretty cool. But to do that, you know what I mean, it's a lot of prep, a lot of stuff we gotta do there. A lot of things we gotta figure out. I don't know how we're gonna do that, but it's gonna happen some way or another. I just have to figure out how. It's a matter of how. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, I have the funds to actually put a prize pool together and stuff like that. I can put like some prize money up and stuff like that for you guys. But I want to do something cool. And I feel like the second prize should be like an animated sticker or something, or like a GIF, you know, cool, funny GIF or something. And then obviously the third prize would be like a illustration or something by, I don't know, you know what I mean? I don't know by who you'd want to illustrate your work. Maybe I get a few like people who does like really good illustrations together and ask like and then we can figure out exactly what you want from like them. Yeah, we figured it out, guys. We figured it out. Eventually it's gonna happen. It's only a matter of time. Or maybe this is what I'm thinking. Actually, I have an idea now. Here's what it is. Like, you enter the contest, right? You enter the contest. Right? You enter the contest with your like a comic entry or whatever. Any so like the comic, the artist who wins that contest, you get to pick actually one of your comics that I do an animated intro for. I think like that can work, because I can actually just read through your entry, find the key points of what it's about, and make an animated intro from that. In a way, promoting your series and getting eyes on your work. I feel like that's it. I think that's maybe what we're gonna do. I think that's a good idea. We'll workshop it. We'll think about it. I'll think about it more, but I feel like that's a good idea. Unless you don't have a series, but you are planning to start one. If you're planning to start one, you give us more so overall theme of like what comic you're planning to do. You take us into it, maybe you have a script ready or something like that. You know, you give that to me, I read through it, I go through it, and I work with you basically. I work with you, you come up with some character sketches, stuff like that, and we make an intro about it. I feel like, right? And we do something with that, and that way you'll have a really cool way to promote your comic. I feel like that will be really cool. Or whatever project you're doing. Like maybe you don't have a webcomic, but you're starting you're doing a game thing. Like maybe you're creating a video game or something, right? And then we do an animated intro for the video game or something, right? Maybe you yeah. Maybe you even maybe you want to do a novel, or you're doing like that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Then we do an animated intro about your novel or something like that. You know what I mean? It's got any creative works where it's kind of like series, any type of work that you have in that department, in the creative department, in terms of storytelling, like whatever it is, we do an animated intro about it. I feel like that's just a good idea there. I feel like that's good. That's a much better idea. Yeah, I think that will work. That will work. And then yeah, I'll pay some people even. I'll get some money to get. Well, I have money, so it's fine. I'm not rich, but I have money to pay some like person to do the score, the soundtrack of the animation. Kind of give them an idea. I'll give them an idea of what it's about. Maybe I'll do even like a rough. I can't really work without the music, so I can't give them an idea of what the score or song should be about. Give it to the person who's gonna do the score. They do the score. Then I start animating, putting ideas together, stuff like that for the intro or whatever. Then we get a. Now, I mean, I can just animate it myself, but I feel like I want to get an artist of some kind to do something cool. I want to do something cool with it. Actually, I'll check maybe like on Fiverr or something for a really good animator. See how much they charge. And you see, the thing is, it doesn't have to really come out of my pocket. Like I can start a funding, like a goal on Ko-fi. People can add money to the pool, and then that goes to the animation as well. And kind of, but I'll do all that before I start the contest, because then we have the prize pool. Basically, we have the money that we can spend on the project, and then obviously I'll work with the budget that I'm given. You see, it's kind of good for me as well, because it will refine my skills to work with the budget, to direct, to or like work on my skills as well, which is why I want to do it. Because if I can show a lot of top industry individuals that I can do this, it will land me a better job. Even it will land me a higher position job, or even a greater job at some other studio or stuff like that. So like it's good. It will look good. It will look good on my resume. So that's why I want to do it as well. So I mean, it's a win-win. It's really a win-win. Like you know what I mean? Like the artist gets what he wants, and I get kind of what I want, which is like just adding to my I can even add it to my show reel and shit, you know what I mean? Like that will be fucking, I can do that even if I animated it and stuff like that, which I probably will. I will end up probably animating it anyway. I don't think I'll get anyone else to animate it. Like, why would I do that? Maybe I'll get someone to finish the animation. Like I will do like I'll kind of finalize the work, and then they will just come in, do the fills in between, stuff like this, like just the finishing touches. Like I feel like I need also like a visual effects artist to like just go in and just, you know, spice it up a bit. Like I feel like that's what I'll probably end up needing, even though I'm pretty good with visual effects. But I feel like we will need like a higher caliber of someone to handle that shit, you know what I mean? So like I'll get someone else to do it rather, and then I'll focus on the main, you know, the main comp, putting everything together and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's all a good idea. I just gotta, you know, do it. But one day, you know, I'll do it. Not like, you know, I'm not like a certain company who says something and then just don't follow up on it. I'm not like that, you know what I mean? If I do it, I do it, you know what I mean? It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. It might take me 5 years, might take me 10 years, but it will happen. It will happen, you know what I mean? Unless I die. That's the only out I have. Unless I die, lose my hands or ability to like work. Like, unless something like that happens, it's going to happen. There's no way. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. It's going to happen. You're gonna let it happen. Is what it's gonna be. It's fired. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Say such stuff. No, but I mean that's realistic. That's the only way it's gonna stop me. It's the only way it can happen. Like I'm ready to go 24/7. Like, you know what I mean? if I'm up for the toss, I'm up for the toss. I'm going to do it. Think of James Jr. James Jr. gonna have to pick up the pen and finish what I damn did. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna have to finish up where his daddy started. You know what I mean? It's getting done either way. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. Even if my soul, even if I have to possess someone and just, you know, get them in the studio to finish it, it's gonna get done. Even if I have to like just possess someone, bro, I'll fucking do it, bro. I'll climb my ass out of the grave like a fucking zombie, bro. You ain't stopping the chain, man. The chain strain doesn't get off at any station, okay? It keeps going. No matter what happens, it keeps going. That's what it is. It's no stop, only go. One of my Jess actually said it. One of my friends, Jess. I'm pretty sure Crimson knows Jess, but like Jess said, like if I die, then she would stop drawing. Like that would be like. So we made like a deal. Like if one of us dies, we're gonna stop. No, I don't think there's something gonna stop. But like, what? No, I think she said it. I don't think I'll stop if Jess dies. Like I won't be able to. Like I'll keep going. I gotta keep going. But Jess said, yeah, if I go, then you know what I mean. Like she might just stop. So I'm like, damn. But I feel like you know what I mean. I will haunt her ass if she stops. Like I'll be like, nah, Jess. You can't stop. There is no stop. I'll possess her hand and I'll force her, like, just finish your comic. You ain't stopping. Yeah, man, I just enjoy what I do, man. I just enjoy what I do. I don't think I'll ever stop. I'll be like, I'm like Eminem, bro. You know Eminem? Like, that guy's still making music, man. Man's like fucking... I need the Merchant of Nations, no die. Yeah, it will get done. I'll get to the Merchant of Nations. I think after GXT, I'll get to that. I'm just kind of on GXT vibes right now, but like, I definitely want to get back to the Merchant of Nations. Still want to turn one of my comics into a book as well. Just because I think it will be cool. But I first want to finish the webcomic. I think that's just what I have to do. Oh, you have a plan like that too? Yeah, I want to kind of I want to make a book just to see what it's like. I just want to make one, see what it's like, and the pros and cons, and just weigh it up and see if I'm willing to produce more of it. That's kind of what I want to do as well, and see what it's like. I just want to see what it's like, and if I'm willing to produce more stuff like that, then you know, if it works out pretty well, like if I see, oh, okay, like this is how much it takes to produce this book and stuff like that, then I can actually make and I can actually monetize it, make a market for it, stuff like that. If I can do that shit, I'll make more. Like, I'll be like, oh damn, like I'll make like merch and shit as well, like, you know, with it. Why not? You know what I mean? And then yeah, and then maybe someday I'll make a stand. You know, I go to Comic-Con, put my stuff on display. You know, do all that shit, you know. Like, one day we get to that point. There's a lot I want to do, guys. Like that's why I say there ain't no stopping here, guys. I gotta. There's a lot I plan to do, and it's not a lot of time to do it. I'm almost 30 years old. Literally a few months away from turning 30, guys. Like, there's so much I still want to do. So much I gotta get done. So yeah, there ain't no stopping. I gotta keep going. Ain't no stopping here. You gotta keep going. Some people are like, yeah, I'm gonna take a break. I'm like, nah. I'll take a break when I'm dead. There ain't no breaks over here. And even then, I might not take a break. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going until we make it, guys. I don't know what is making it, but I'll let you know when I'm there. I'll let you know when I'm there. Right now, I feel like there ain't no making it yet. I haven't made it yet. There's more to accomplish, more to do, a lot more I still gotta do. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. I forgot to make the tips of the shoes white. Hopefully I did it in the other panels. See, I didn't fucking do it in this panel. Goddamn. I forgot what the shoes look like. That's what happened. But going back in my comic, I realized, yeah, the tips of the shoes is white. They can leave that one. I don't think that one matters as much. It's just the close-ups I worry about. No one's really gonna worry about that. The only people who know about that's people watching the stream right now. I will spread the word. Hell yeah. Gotta spread the word. Gotta always go back and check your shit, guys. Especially if you don't have any character sheets, you don't know about, like, you just forget sometimes that, like, sometimes the tips of the shoes has to be white. Sometimes you just forget. But usually the reader doesn't notice. Only in the close-up shots. Like if it's a close-up of the shoes, like they're all up in your face and you make a mistake like that, they're gonna notice. But if it's just like there's so much happening in the panel, they might not notice it. They might just like swing right past it unless they're really critical about it. But usually they're not. Especially when it comes to high action, high impacts shots like this. They not really, you know, looking at the shoes as much. Especially when you have some other zesty shit in your comic, like distracting them. Like I have this lady over here. Where's she at? This lady over here with the big ass titties, and like she got her feet out and everything. Like people are gonna focus on that chick way too much. Like they're gonna be looking over here, not gonna know that this shoes over here is red. You know, they're not gonna know. They're gonna be like looking at, damn, that's titties right there. They ain't gonna look like, what the hell's going on over here. They're not gonna see it. They're gonna be distracted. They're gonna be distracted at that shit. So I mean, it's fair enough. Fair enough. But that's how you just weigh your options, you know. Just like, oh, can I get away with it in the shot? There's a lady with big ass titties, and her feet's out in this shot. I can get away with it. I can get away with it. There's a lot of stuff going on here. They're not gonna notice. They're too busy gooning over the ass and tits, you know what I mean? So they're not gonna see it. They're gonna see it. Off. I forgot to give her gloves. She wears gloves. I forgot to give her gloves. God damn it. That's fine. It's not really a big thing. You just do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and just do this, and that, this, and this. Yeah, it's not gonna look exactly like it, but it's there. Like I said, there's big ass titties in the shot. They might not notice the gloves. Might not notice the gloves. And get away with it, yeah. I'm hoping the titties will distract them. It might though. I might catch them. They'll be like, damn, look at them. Look at those things over there, and then they're just not gonna see it. It's just. And then for my Patreon and my Ko-fi, I did plan of doing some some fun stuff, you know what I mean? Some fun extra stuff on my comics, like swimsuit calendar stuff, you know, like a beach, like my characters at the beach, stuff like that, you know, like really wholesome shit. Like I plan to do stuff like that. some maybe zesty stuff with the girl characters, you know, doing some female stuff happening, you know what I mean? So like I do stuff like that on my Patreon. I think I'll be popping over there. I gotta do more of that shit, because I have been doing more of that stuff, but like in my own, like just for like fun stuff, you know what I mean? Just like for Discord, hang out with my friends, and I'll be doing stuff like that. So like I'm thinking like, nah, let's actually put something cool like that on my Patreon. Let, you know, for extra shit, you know. Why not? I haven't been using my Patreon and my Ko-fi, and people's been paying for it, and they're not getting anything. So I feel like I gotta do something with it. You know, we gotta spice it up over there. You know, I told them like it's not popping like that over there, but people still you know, go toward the Patreon and the Ko-fi, and I'm like, guys, I don't have much over there, and you know, I realize, you know, I gotta do something for them. You know, they're spending their money on me. I gotta do something, you know. And so that's why I'm giving them early access to the episodes. They're getting some zesty stuff, maybe a little bit zesty stuff, maybe extra stuff, you know. I can see what I'll do. I feel like that way, I feel like they're gonna feel like, hey, I'm getting something out of this, you know what I mean? So yeah, maybe behind the scenes shit with my work, you know what I mean? See, what am I missing? Oh, should actually just fill this in like this. No, I'm actually validating it. Okay, there we go. And now the hair. Hair we steal from here. Can't wait to get like into the later parts of this comic, because it actually gets really cool. But man, I gotta first get through like this section, you know. But later on it gets really cool. So like, man, I just want to get through it. Especially the parts, there's some really cool like moments, you know what I mean? Like kind of like, there's some really cool moments that's like, what would I say, like not really emotional, but like it's gonna have an impact. Like I really want to get to those shots. That's what I want to get. Some people working on AI to assist on coloring flats, man. I really hope they sort that AI shit out. I would like some AI to color in my flats, man. That's all I'm saying. I would appreciate it. It gives me more time to deal with other stuff, you know. I would love it if the AI can just come in and do, you know, do what I wanted to do. I feel like flats is one of those things that the AI can definitely do. Like, I wouldn't mind if they do the flats. Not that I hate doing flats, but like, there's other stuff that I feel like are more important that like needs to tend to in terms of like in terms of priority. I feel like, yeah, there's other stuff, but like I could be working on a story, I could be working more on the drawing aspect, like the poses, stuff like that, like instead of like doing flats and stuff and cleaning up the flats and stuff like that. But that will be cool. It would be cool if like you can set a template, because I feel like AI would do a good job of that. Like especially like good examples when I missed the white on the tips of the shoes. But if you train your AI to like show them like the design, like you tell them like, hey, this is how I designed this shoe, and I want you to kind of keep that consistent across the panels in terms of when you color in the flats, and the AI can do that shit, man, you don't have to worry about like missing that shit, you know. That would be cool. That would be cool. And if they really worry about it, the AI will do that for me, man. I wish. I would speed up so much. I would get so much episodes done. You have no fucking clue. I would be speed running this bitch. But yeah, obviously, yeah. I just need AI to do the stuff that's like low on the priority list, at the really low shit, you know what I mean? I'll do the other stuff, like I don't mind doing the other stuff. Like I'll do the shading. I feel like the shading, AI could do the shading, but here's my thing. Shading, it's not really, because the AI is definitely going to do the shading in a realistic way, which is not always ideal. Sometimes you want to mess with the shading a bit, even if it's not realistic the way the shadows are working and stuff like that. You manipulate the shading and the lighting aspects within your scene to create a feeling, you're trying to create a mood, like you're trying to create some suspense, maybe intensity in your characters, like that type of shit. AI is never going to understand that shit. It will never understand that shit. So like for that aspect, I definitely need someone to come in for that aspect. I feel like all that type of shit where you have to create some sort of mood or vibe or something like that. Only a human knows how to tug on the strings of a human in terms of their heartstrings. Like only a human knows how to tug that shit just right to make you cry, to make you laugh, make you angry. Like only a human knows that, because they know what does that to them, right? But an AI can't really learn that shit. It can guess. It can kind of guess, like, oh, this is how a human would maybe feel in this moment. It can guess, but it will never get it just right. You know what I mean? It will never get the exact thing that you are actually trying to create as a human. I don't think it can. It's no way you're gonna do that. So that's why I feel like when people say AI is gonna do this and that and the other, I don't think so. I think AI will take. They will do what will like in terms of taking your jobs and stuff like that. I feel like, yeah, they might take certain jobs, but as humans, here's the thing. We need humans to consume our shit so we can get paid, and in turn of us getting paid, we pay others to do other shit and they get paid. So that's what I'm like, at the end of the day, people need jobs to get paid, and then they need to pay other people, and also the government, and also like stuff like that, you know what I mean? And the government doesn't want you not to pay your taxes, you know what I mean? Because if AI takes all the jobs, guess what? Less money for the government. So this is why I think AI won't really take a lot of our jobs, in terms of like they won't really replace humans, because humans need humans for consumption. They need the money, and the money only comes from humans. It doesn't come from AI. AI doesn't get paid or pay for things. So they need you for that shit. So your jobs will just evolve into something else. Or just be something else. You will just have to adapt to something else. That's all it's gonna be. It's just gonna be a shift. It's gonna be a shift into another direction. That's all it's gonna be. And eventually AI is gonna be, you know, it's kind of like, you know, how you pay for, like, let's say you get the standard thing for free. Like in life you get kind of like the standard thing, you know, you pay for the standard thing, or you don't really pay for the standard thing, you get it for you just basically get the standard thing. But if you want the premium thing, you would pay for the premium because, you know, it's premium. That's fucking good shit, right? I feel like this is gonna be also a thing. Like you can get AI art, which is good. Like it's like, oh, okay, this is pretty good. But then you can get some premium shit made by actual human, which definitely people are gonna long for. They're definitely gonna want that shit, especially if AI art becomes like the new standard. Basically, if you think about it, it becomes like new standard. It becomes like the whole industry becomes saturated with AI art. People are gonna long for human art again. And so that's why I feel like, yeah, that AI shit, you know, AI taking over is just not going to be a thing. It's just not going to be a thing. It might feel like it's going to be the thing, but I feel like it's not going to be the thing. And I'm always up for, you know, new shit. I don't mind it. As long as it helps me and as long as it provides me with what I need. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really give a shit what it is or how it works. Just give me that shit so I can improve. Not really improve, but so I can enhance my stuff. You know what I mean? Enhance my works. Because the only way you're gonna improve is by yourself. That's just how it is. Of modern art for years, if you think, yeah, people have been spending millions on modern art for years. Yeah, that's true. There's just something about it. There's something about it that, like, people will go out their way to pay for that shit. Doesn't matter what advancements come, it's gonna always be, there's always gonna be a market for it. There's always gonna be that, you know. It's always gonna be a thing. It might evolve, but it will never just disappear. It might just evolve into something. But yeah, as long as you know exactly where it came from, I feel like that's fine. As long as you always have the basics, I feel like it's fine. As long as you don't use like AI and like this new advancements, as long as you don't use it as a crutch, that's fine. Because that's how you really know your worth as an artist. When, let's say we take, like, because if you want to know if you're good as an artist, take everything away. Take this computer away, take like this away. Just leave yourself with a pen and a paper. Piece of paper, and see how good of an artist you can be. Just see how good of an artist you can be. That's when you really test your shit, man. No reference, no nothing. Or actually, you can have reference. You can have reference. Like, you can literally just go outside and just watch someone. It's gonna be creepy, but at least you can get reference, like real life reference. And you just have a pen and a paper, and you just mimic that thing. And that you get to test you basically get to test your shit, you know. See how good of an artist you are, you know. I've done that many times. Like, I would always every now and then pull out a pen and a paper and just see how far I've come. Just see, like, you know, just test myself a bit. I want to see how far I've come. and if it is really do I really need this to make myself to kind of be a good artist, you know, or be good at what I do. And then you kind of get to see the raw works, you know, that you're able to produce, instead of like all this like other stuff enhancing your work or whatever. You know what I mean? There's no undo button. Unless you're doing pencil, you have at least an eraser. But you know, I guess when you do pen, you have like Tipex, but yeah. But yeah, I mean, the PC and all this stuff is just tools to kind of make your life easier. It's just, that's all it is. It's just something to make things easier on yourself, and speed up the process. That's all it is. But you still have to understand the process at the end of the day. You can't just, you know, do it. If you don't understand the process, you kind of only cheat. You're the only person you're fooling is yourself, because you're not learning anything really. But if you actually figure out the process, you actually learn the process, you can take that anyway. Like if you learn the basics, you can take that anyway. You can take it with you anywhere you want. It's kind of like recently, I play a lot of fighting games. And for fighting games, for example, like it doesn't matter what fighting game it is. If you learn the basics of fighting games, like with punishment, anti-airing, like you learn the basics on how to defend and how to and what to do in terms of like how to attack, like the same way you would play chess. You know what moves to make, you know how to move forward. Like you learn the basics of that, and it can actually help you in life, things like that, you know, like problem solving and stuff like that. Like those type of things can actually help you in life, right? So it's kind of like that, if that makes sense, because you can take it anyway. Like you learned the basics, and therefore, like, let's say I learned the basics of, like, I know how to draw, so therefore I'm using Clip Studio right now. But if I open up like any other drawing software, I should be able to produce a similar result, shouldn't I? Because I know the basics, right? I might not have the exact tools, but I can produce a similar result, like almost exactly the same result, if I just figure out software, or you know what I mean? Because I know the basics, I know the specific tools, and if I know how to utilize those tools to produce what I could produce, then, you know, I don't really need all that shit. You know, I don't need all the tools or whatever else. I just need the basics, if you get what I mean. I'd love to say that for Maya and Blender. Well, it's the same. It is the same. Like if you just need to, the only problem is knowing exactly where the tools are for Maya and Blender and how to achieve the same result. You will never achieve, I feel like, the same result, but you can achieve something really close if you know how. For example, in Blender you can extrude an object. In Maya you can extrude an object. Like those type of things. Like, so you know the basics on how to extrude an object. So therefore, because you know how to extrude an object in Blender, you should be able to extrude an object in Maya, knowing the key for extruding or what widget to click for extruding. Nah, I can't use Blender. I obviously cannot make myself to use it, and you're the opposite. Well, I've used both softwares. I fucking hate Maya. I hate it with a passion because it crashes every fucking day. Just crashes every. If I open it, it crashes. Like it's just a crashy software, you know. But it has some good shit in there. It does have some good shit in there, especially like when it comes to animation tools. It has some good shit in there. Blender, I know fucking so well, man. Like I know that and Blender and Maya is very. They have almost exactly the same functions. It's just the way it's utilized in each program is completely it's almost opposite to each other. It's almost opposite, like the way you would use a certain tool. The names are different of the tools, which is like, why don't you just standardize a fucking name? Like every time I have to come in here, figure out what name you use for your fucking function, and then yeah, so it's like so like because I know the basics on 3D modeling, I can go into any 3D modeling software and I just have to learn the interface, and I'll be able to produce the exact same thing I can produce in Blender, Maya, 3ds Max, whatever the fuck it is, Cinema 4D, whatever, you know, you name it, right? I should be able to produce the exact same thing because I know the functions and how they work. I just have to figure out what fucking name they use, like, you know what I mean? Ever use ZBrush? That software is like a complete 180 for the controls. Yeah, I've used ZBrush and it completely confused the fuck out of me because it's like kind of backwards, but backwards compared to Blender. Like in terms of the controls, like I just was like, what the fuck? But I could like still model something in there because I know how to 3D model, right? So like, because I know the basics, I can basically build on that much easier than if I didn't know the basics. So my point is, you still gotta learn the fucking basics. Even if you have AI holding your fucking hand all day, you're gonna have to know the basics, because one day is gonna come. The day is going to come when you have to fall back on the basics. And if your basics suck, you're going to suck. So you gotta learn the basics. That basically goes for anything in life. You gotta know the basics. You know what I mean? It's kind of like boxing and like kickboxing. Even like kickboxing, you can utilize your feet, and now let's say you're a boxer, you just have to realize, oh shit, so it's kind of like boxing, but I have to use my feet. So now I have to realize I have to use this tool now, but it's similar to the other tool. It's just it has something else towards it, you know. Use Maya to create something and record yourself. Oh my god. I first have to get Maya. Well, Maya, I think you can get the free trial, right? I'm not gonna buy fucking Maya. Fuck that shit. It's not like I haven't used Maya before, so I would kind of have an idea. It's just, yeah, it will be brain breaking basically. In Maya, I basically saved like 50 million times just to ensure I don't lose any progress, because it crashes so often. It's crazy. this point in time, I know exactly when it's gonna crash and what action will crash it. Damn. Yeah, you see, I'm not at that level yet. Yeah, but like, that's the thing that pisses me off. Is like, I'm paying for the software. Why the fuck is it still crashing like this? Why? Or like, why? Fucking Autodesk has like so much fucking money. Like, why is it still crashing? Is what I want to know. Like, why is it still doing that? Like, well, like, are we still in the fucking 2000s with our fucking block ass PC screens? Like, why is it still crashing? Like, why is it taking this long to do this thing? Like, why? What the fuck? That's sometimes a question I ask about, like, now, like software nowadays. Like, why is it still doing that? That's like an old ass problem. Why are we still having old ass problems, man? Why is this thing doing this? Especially like when it comes to Adobe and people like software that I'm paying for, man. Like, why is it still doing that when this free software doesn't do that? Like, why am I still here? Like, what the fuck? I start questioning shit. Why the fuck? And still have not updated their old bugs. I know, bro. It's like fucking insane. They haven't even updated the icons. Like, the icons are still from fucking 92, bro. Like, can we get like at least new icons sometimes? Like, no? Is that like, what the fuck? Blender's the only, like, it's free. But if you've looked at Blender from way back in the day and you look at Blender now, it's completely different. It's like, it's so modernized now. It's like the fucking UI is slick. The shit, like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, even though like people like it's a steeper learning curve, and it's like sometimes it doesn't do what you want it to do, but it's free. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like if it's free, you can't really complain about it because it's free and it's doing the exact same shit that the software that you pay for does. But like, the software that you pay for crashes every 2 seconds. So like, and that was like the selling point for me on Blender, because I was like, okay, I weighed my pros and cons here. I know how to use Blender. I've worked in Maya. I know how to kind of use Maya. Do I want to continue using Maya? I kind of like certain tools in here, but it crashes. It takes really long to open, and it's kind of buggy in certain areas. Meanwhile, Blender has its own set of bugs, but it has its own set of bugs, but at least it gets fixed. Okay, leaving room for sometimes new bugs, but it gets fixed, it gets sorted, and it opens up really quickly. It doesn't crash as often. Like, it really crashes, even on big fucking renders, bro. It really crashes, right? And it's optimized. It runs pretty quickly. Like, in the fucking render view, it moves like crazy. Like, you don't understand how like Blender's render engine's actually really good. Like, it's fucking, like, it's actually pretty good. I actually like it. Chains, I gotta go. Good luck on the stream. Yeah, no worry, man. I'm gonna log off anytime soon now as well. It's like already 11:30. It's just like I'm on a roll. Thanks for coming, man. I really appreciate it. Shout out to everyone who's also just lurking and chilling. I appreciate you guys as well. I'm gonna end the stream soon, by the way. I've just been fucking ranting this. I've been yapping this whole stream, man. I'm kind of doing a uning here. But this is a kind of a big panel that I gotta finish as well. But yeah. Let me see if I can. I don't think I will be finished this panel anytime soon now. but I'll save it. You know, at least finish this thing. I finished all these panels today though. So I mean, I did pretty good today. I ain't gonna lie. I just didn't finish this one on stream. But man, I'm gonna head out. Gotta head out. It's fucking late today. I gotta get some sleep. I appreciate you guys joining. Pretty good stream. Talked a lot of shit. Hopefully I didn't talk you guys' ears off. Hopefully it was entertaining. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned something. You know, I appreciate it. Like, subscribe. You know, there is Ko-fi. There's a Patreon. If you guys want to support me over there, there's some planning to drop some zesty ass art over there. Some extra shit and early access to my webcomic episodes. You know what I mean? It's all over there. Let me head on down to my end screen, which is over here. There we go, man. Appreciate you guys. GXT will be dropping, new episodes will be dropping 1st of November. I stream every Sundays, 8 p.m. SAST usually. Well, that's the new schedule right now, but sometimes, you know, I might change it up. But as always, I'll obviously keep you guys updated on when I stream and stuff like that. So, you know, keep your eyes on my channel. Keep a notification bell, you know, there as well. But yeah, that's it for this stream, guys. I appreciate you guys for joining. And I'll see you guys in the next video and next stream. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.